Good morning, everyone. Could I commence by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Director General Edward Tao, it's wonderful to have you here, and I think this might be your first flag raising since you've been here because of COVID. Yep, first one. So this is a very important ceremony on the south side of Brisbane. To all of the dignitaries who have been acknowledged, I know it's getting a little bit hot, so I'll keep this a little bit brief, but I just want to say to everybody here that following on from what Director General said, when you have friends, when you be a friend, you will have friends. We don't consider all of you friends here in Brisbane, we consider you part of our Brisbane family. And that is something that from Lord Mayor Adrian Schrinner and Councillor Stephen Huang and I, we are very focused on making sure that when people move here to our city, that you are truly welcomed and you are truly made to feel part of our family. And I think that's very important. And Stephen and I were just having a conversation earlier this morning with Stanley. Now, Stanley, I can't see you out in the crowd, but when Councillor Stephen Huang and his family came here from Taiwan 33 years ago, Stanley was there to meet them at the airport. This is what the Taiwanese community here on the south side does. When people move here from Taiwan, they embrace them, they help them, and they extend that hand of community. And I know it has not just been to those people who have moved here from Taiwan. Through my many years of working with the Hakka Association and my good friend Florence Day, I know how hard that you take those steps, you make those steps to connect with the wider community through the Multicultural and Dragon Boat Festival. And whether it be through art, whether it be through the Buddha's birthday celebrations, whether it be through the WAMSI citizenship ceremonies, and the many different outlets that you have and you use to connect with the wider community. This is part of what we need to do for our younger generations. We need to embrace the wider cultures, we need to share them, and we need to make sure that there is that level of understanding of so many cultures so that we can embrace harmony in our city. And I think when we can achieve harmony, that's a great step forward for democratic principles. So in light of that, I would just like to say that I'd just like to take this opportunity to say how proud I am of Councillor Stephen Huang as my colleague, because he came here as a young boy from Taiwan and he's had his schooling here, he has started a business here, he has stuck his hand up through the democratic process, and he has become an elected councillor, just like any one of these children that were here earlier can do. Any child in our city has that opportunity, and that is the fundamental concept of democracy. And I think that Stephen is a shining example for many future generations of Taiwanese residents here and younger generations. But I think for all of you, he is part of your legacy to our city, because he is just one person in amongst many of you who have made a significant contribution. So to each and every one of you, I say thank you for contributing to our city of Brisbane, for helping to make it stronger, more prosperous, and a place of harmony. 谢谢。